well, it's been running for 14 years this year, so it's more than that. Some of us who already played that music were discussing about about local music and where is it, and what's when we found
Right.
out what it is, and so we started to develop looking at the collections of local tunes until there was a tune book put together, and then it grew. There are collections in Ambleside and collections over in Lancashire that are relevant to here. There were some fiddle players and dancing masters from Ulverston area.
Right.
But records of big dances being held out at Broughton Beck 100 years ago.
Right.
Anything that we think fits, really. Anything that's. I mean, we're not prescriptive about what we do or don't do at the festival. The festival's a good mix of really high quality traditional based music.
Yeah, yeah.
Music from traditional, from roots.
Right. And music, is it?
Traditions.
Yeah.
We've used the woodworkers from roundabout.
Right.
Showing their crafts as well.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we'd be interested in dialect, but we haven't done much work on that yet.
Right.
You know. Yeah. It's not all about. Well, as you know, we use storytellers as well.
Right.
And it's not all based on here, but we try and get enough of this in to be heard and to be seen. And it's not at all about looking back and only kind of being librarians, but it's about how young people play it now.
Yeah.
You know, and access to those traditions. So the tradition's an interesting thing because it doesn't stay still. It changes all the time.
Right.
And those who try and hold on to it and stop it still don't get very far. It's changing all the time. As young people play music, if they find this music and start to play it, they play it differently. They play it so it relates to them and their peer group. It just changes a bit. The music that's collected from 100 years ago was being played relative to what people liked then.
Right.
You know? And if it was an exciting new piece of music from Germany, they'd play it. Or from France, or from someone would bring in something interesting, they'd play it, and perhaps it would play in the styles or the abilities that they had to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just carries on. I think almost everyone who's playing at this festival is playing stuff that's traditional, but from this generation.
Right.
You know, I mean, because we're still playing it, our old people still play it in a different way than the last lot did. You know?
Yeah.
It's an ongoing thing. I think some of it's because they've a peer group that they can sort of show off to and play with. Most of it, from my ear, is mostly because there's an ability and they enjoy it. If they find an ability for something, they'll spend time.
Yeah.
And they do see really inspiring players, and they think, well, if you're inspired by something, you aspire to it.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
And it's a music that's. If you start, I find it very interesting that if young people get interested in this music and play it, it's a really good grounding for any music.
Right.
You know, it's pretty hard to play. It's quite hard. It's demonstrated to be quite hard to be a classically trained musician that can play a traditional tune well.
Right.
But you can go the other way.
Yes. Okay. Right.
I believe.
Mm.
There's a kind of start-up friendly session on next Thursday
Which is what?
probably between 8 and 9. There's jazz in the pub, but we're going to play in the backyard
Right.
There's a tent out.
Yeah.
Just playing a session, just fun. Just whoever comes.
So that's on Thursday.
And on Friday it starts up probably with a ceilidh in Lantern House.
Right, and continues until?
Right through Saturday until 4 o'clock on Sunday. It finishes with a farewell concert in Lantern House.
Right.
But on Saturday the town's full of Morris dancers and sword dancers and mummers on the streets for free.
Yeah.